Hello everyone, we are getting ready. Welcome to my studio. I need to confirm you can hear me well. Looks like the answer is yes. Let's move this a little bit to the right and this a little bit more to the middle. Hello, hello. We are starting a little bit early to make sure there will be no surprise with the technical situation, because as you know, the gods of internet sometimes are kind of not friendly. So I want to make sure you can see all of that well, and I can talk to you and show you the details. So just in case if you're wondering, my dear ones, we've got the plan for the curated collection release today. I want to show you what is included and how does it work. We also have our beautiful Natalie from Prima Marketing on the chat, both on Facebook and on YouTube, because it goes both ways. So huge welcome to both streams. And I will be answering your questions, of course, regarding the new curated release. I know it's a little bit of a surprise to have another release so close after the first one, but due to the huge popularity of the decoupage fiber, we wanted to make something special so you can also get the idea for some Christmas gifts for your crafty friends. And this is one of the points why part of that is in the boxes. So yeah, we like releases. I love them as well. I'm not going to flip the camera to show my face and say hello, because I'm afraid I will break something in the streaming software, which is well, quite possible. So please believe me, I'm here with you in full readiness, and I will start officially in about, let's say, 5 minutes. So this is a great moment to give a shout on Facebook or Instagram if you can, and like this stream on YouTube if you want to make it more visible as well, because that will make a huge difference. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy Natalie is here with us as well. And see you in about 5 minutes. I'll be here all the time. Okay, so we are fighting with the minor difficulties. Let's hope it's going to work the way we want it on Facebook as well. Hello, everybody. Great to see you here. We are officially starting in about 2 minutes. This is Finnabair and Prima Marketing Curated Collection Release. Time Traveler, and Steam and Frost. So greetings to Canada, greetings to Poland, Peru, and Canada, yes, United States, Spain. Pozdrowienia dla osób z Polski, bardzo mi miło Was tutaj widzieć. Jeśli macie pytania, proszę się nie wstydzić. So yes, we are starting in a few minutes. I just need to, oh, Morocco, hello, Sarah. And Puerto Rico, wonderful, and UK, great, it's very international. Okay, the bells are starting, so let's hope Facebook Live is going to also start at that time. Portugal, hello. Okay. So I got confirmation for the headquarters that Facebook Live also started, which is what we wanted. And now this is the sign that we can officially start our live stream and reveal. I know this is a surprise. We didn't really plan to have so many releases one after another, but as I said, oh, hello, we've got even more people joining now. I guess this is the effect of Facebook now. Okay, so officially, welcome to my virtual studio. It's Finnabair here with Prima Marketing. We are going to talk about curated collection release with Prima Marketing and Finnabair, no, that's me. And our plan is to explain how it is planned and what is exciting about this for you. Although the release is not big, it has a special concept and it has some ideas that I think you will love because there is so much you can do and there is a very strong educational aspect in it. Just in case if you have any questions, I can see the chat on YouTube and Natalie can see both of the chats. So if you are on Facebook, you can easily get the answer from Natalie, or she will paste the question here so I can see it in the second chat. So don't be shy. First of all, the most important question is when it is going to be in the shops, and the answer is it is already shipping, which means Prima started shipping last week. And that means depending how far your shop is from the Prima headquarters in California, it's going to arrive either this week or it's going to be next week. So anytime if you see the shops are selling the product, it may be arriving in the just couple of days. So you can place your order soon. So today I got the confirmation the order we placed for Mixed Media Place is also on the way. So it's going to show in the shop later tonight or tomorrow in the morning, and you will be able to place the order in Ireland if this is your good location. The product will be shipping next week once we physically get the products in our hands. But this is the reality of getting the big shipments done. Great news is we've got a lot of things to accompany this collection, so I think you're going to love it. So what I mean, curated collection, it means, let's start with the Steam and Frost. It's more like winter collection. It is a combination of 4 different elements. So there are 4 elements, but they are coordinating elements. So we can, as you can see, we've got ephemera pack, which is a lovely, nicely cut set of different elements. I will show you them unpacked in a moment as well. Some water. So you can see it's a combination of steampunk people and photos and vintage ephemera elements that you can use to build any kind of project. And this one is in slightly smaller scale, so it's going to work really well for your tags and cards if you would like to send winter or Christmas greetings to anyone with a bit of the steampunk vibe. And I will show you why I mean it is perfect, because this one really has people that kind of look like they may be doing something in the winter. So for example, first of all, they have jackets, they have, of course, steampunk goggles, but they also have very much winter vibe to them, even because the clothing is in lighter colors. So there are some gentlemen wearing long boots, and there will be some ladies wearing white dresses. And together with that, there will be some frames and tags. As you can see, everything is cut with the fine line. There's a little bit of a problem here. This needs to be cut by hand. And there are some cards. And there are so many of them in the package in multiple sizes. So every design is repeated twice. So if you can see what is in here, it's going to be 112 pieces total. So you can make so many of your cards, journal pages, your projects that would be some home decor projects. All of that is coming together nicely. And this is all nice quality thick paper in matte finish. So that is going to go so well with your journaling and your cards and anything else that you do for the winter time. So just want to show you, you also have these very cool numbers you can include in the project. Right? All of that is in the ephemera pack. And this pack is coordinated 100% with the design of the decoupage fiber paper. So this is the same paper we had before. This is the paper we had as the included in the previous release. We had 3 papers like that before. It's A3 decoupage fiber. Let me show you the design. These designs are coordinated by color, but also by the theme. You may see some of the same people on the paper, but also in the ephemera pack. So it's just perfect. Okay, so when you put it on the darker background, this is how it is. I will bring white underlay so you can see it better. Right, so the big background, these are the colors of the paper. You can see this is combination of the gold and blue, gray and brown, and there are gears and clocks here. So it is wintry because of the colors. Some of the gears look a little bit like snowflakes, but it's still very much steampunk style. So you can use it for your backgrounds, and I made a project to show you that. And then on the bottom part, you've got collection of the smaller elements you can use as your focal points, or you can use them as a part of your journal page or a tag. So here is the deer you may recognize. There's this gentleman in long boots and white coat sitting in front of the large gear. There's this lady, steampunk lady with the wings, and this a little bit like Father Frost personality. Then also we have some framed elements to use. There is a robin, there is this lady, and this lady, clearly steampunk character with a big gear in a white dress. So it is fun. It's a little bit whimsical. It's definitely grungy and definitely steampunk inspired. And this whole color palette inspired something that really brought the curated collection together, because we picked products from Finnabair mixed media line to coordinate with this, and they are packed in the gift boxes, which means you can easily get this collection and gift it to one of your crafty friends as a ready to go set. So what do I mean? You've got the products that will go nicely with this paper and these elements, and they are already packed for you in a bundle price, which means they are cheaper than the products you would buy separately. So it is something that you can get as an instant pack. So in the big box, this is called Steam and Frost Effect Set, right? You get 2 pastes. One is snowflake paste and one is jewel effect paste diamond rings, which is silver, great for any kind of embellishments. And I'm going to show you how they look like in a moment. So 2 jars of paste, great quality product. So they can do so much with this. And then you've got the whole set of coordinated mica powders, person crystal set, really popular set we had in the past, with all the colors that will go beautifully with this paper. So there is blue, there is pearl, there are colors that are shades of pink that you can use to make the color palette warmer, and all of that together is packed in a box, and it's in the discounted price to go together with that paper, right? So this is one part. For people who would like to have even more, there's a smaller box here, also in a bit discounted price. I tried to open this without breaking, but I'm not good at that. Okay, let me tell you, there are waxes inside. Set of 3 waxes, right? And these waxes, they also coordinate in color with the paper. So there is all silver, overall great highlight. There's graphite going beautifully with the colors of the paper. And there is matte wax, sage leaves, corresponding with the greener tones of this paper. And again, you can get it separately, traditional way from Prima, but you can also get it in this bundle box in a discounted price. So if you want to get somebody, you know, into mixed media, or you have a friend that would love that, it's great combination of the product to give them a ready to go mixed media gift. You can give them the papers and the ephemera if you want to, and then you've got these boxes to go with that as well. Thank you so much for the donation. Let me show you what you can do with this, and let's look at the products, okay? Because there is so much you can do using this paper. Of course, I was trying to make some samples. And talking about samples, together with these boxes, together with this paper and this ephemera, you're going to get free video tutorials from me, from my brand ambassadors and my design team members, and I mean it. They are going to be released every Friday for the next 6 weeks. So this week, this Friday, my brand ambassador, Noneka, super talented person, she made a video for you, making beautiful collage based on this paper and one of the pieces of ephemera here, and this, only this product that is in the box, accompanied with a little bit of adhesive and primer. So you can see how much you can squeeze out of these products just in the combination of the papers and ephemera to get really amazing effects. Because of so many colors, you've got 3 colors of wax and 6 colors of the mica powders, you can do so many variations here. Because these mica powders, you should already know that from my previous Mixed Media Mondays, they can be mixed into your paste. They can be mixed into this paste to make a special effect. They can be also mixed with your wax, because why not? It's going to change the wax as well. So let's put that on the side and talk about samples and what we can do with these products. Okay, so it's really 3 video classes just for this collection, Steam and Frost. Okay, I've got 2 samples, and this is first one. This is the one I made as a video class for you. So you can see it's a marriage between mixed media on the slab of wood, textures, elements. These are the elements that come from the newer molds, but you can replace them with whatever you want. And then it's heavily based on the ephemera and on the paper. You can see I use that as a background paper. So this is coming soon as a video class, released probably in 2 or 3 weeks for you, so you can grab your set and you can get ready, because this is one of the 3 video classes you're going to get together with that product. So it's, of course, open for everyone, but if you have all the products in the set, you can see how they were used. And you can see here, I use my stencil with the snowflake paste. This is the paste here. I have it open already. So you can see I used quite a lot. This is the paste that is fluffy and has really a little bit of sparkle in it. It's absolutely beautiful. Then you can see I used a little bit of mica powders, and I used quite a lot of the waxes to get these colors going. So just by looking at the waxes, I mixed a bit of the mica powders with my sage leaves to get more of the bluish tones here. I use these to add the highlights and to add the shadows. And of course, I use the set of the mica powders to get the shades that are a little bit pinkish here. I wanted to combine the gray with pink, which is not a very popular color palette, but I wanted something else. And you can see these colors were used heavily. So that is that is a combination of the products that was used here together with some adhesive. I didn't really add any other colored product. It's all here in front of you. How do we get the classes if we already have these products, Lorena? They are going to be posted on Finnabair Arts Files YouTube channel, open for everyone. They're going to be posted by Prima Marketing on their YouTube channel, and it's going to be also going live every Friday on Prima page. So it's going to be an event, so you should not miss anything out of this event happening over the next 6 weeks. Every Friday before the weekend, you will have the product list, you're going to have the video, and you can watch it as many times as you wish. So yeah, it really works together great, because these guys, they add the color either to your waxes if you mix them in, or into the paste, or you can just use them interchangeably. So this is more masculine project, and this video is waiting for you. And I have to say, Nuneka also loved the white coated gentleman. She used the same one for her project. You can see it, by the way. It's already posted as a preview on the Prima page. So it's absolutely beautiful collage. So, but let's look at more of the winter and feminine colors. Let's look more on the shades of white and blue, because you can go this way with this color palette as well. Let me show you my second project. This is the class I made for my patrons. It happened last Saturday. And here she is. This is the apparently Frosty Angel. I took the lady from the ephemera pack, as you can see, and then I combined her with the wings that are also part of the ephemera pack. And on the top of the biggest paper from this, the biggest background from this decoupage fiber, I created this multi-layered effect. And what you can see here, these are the elements colored with the snowflake paste, which is beautiful imitation of the snow. And the same snowflake paste was used here in the background to create the snowflake effects as well. So I will post the photos of that soon for your inspiration. Here I cheated a little bit because I wanted to add a tiny bit of gold. So this is not just the content of the box, but I didn't add too much. I added a little bit of brown and I added a little bit of the golden sparkly paint. So this project is also heavily inspired with the curated collection with the tiny additives that some of you already have at home. So this is what you can get. Here we were focusing mostly on the two colors of the mica powder. I was using the white pearl, it was the highlighting colors, and I was using this baby blue, shimmering blue to add the bluish tones to the whole background. Oh, this is so sad. How about using mica powders then? Yes, those sticks look so familiar, right? I got them from Nuneka when we were teaching together. So as you can see, you can easily go different ways with this combination of products. So from the original color of the paper, this is quite close. This is very close. I was really going very close in the colors. I was going into the blue tones. I was inspired by the gold. And with the second one, I was more inspired by the brown tones and I wanted to play with the little bit of the warmer colors. So the shades of pink and the shades of vintage. So I used that part as my inspiration here. And to get even more of the impact, I used the ephemera gentleman on the top of the original paper. So yes, this is combination of the products that come in the Steam and Frost curated collection. Yes, they're very different, and believe me, I've seen the projects that my design team members and brand ambassadors made, and they are all different. So you will have 3 different inspirations coming with each of these papers, waxes, and effect paste packs. And in fact, today I will show you a little bit more with what you can do using mica powders and these products, because I started a little tag as well. So it's nice to play with. That is the first collection. Have you got any questions about Steam and Frost collection? And of course, you can buy these elements separately. So the paper is a separate part, the ephemera pack is a separate part, and 2 boxes are separate products as well. And just put it on the side. So we make space for the next for the next presentation. I will take this away for now. So, you know, because I really love teaching classes, I really love showing people how to do things. So I was thinking if we bring this collection together, you will see how the products really can work with the inspiration, such as paper or ephemera pieces, and how you can put them together to create a lot of different effects. That is the idea. So you will get a combination of the newer and older products, but also quite inspiring, I have to say, and very heavily product-based video tutorials. So there is nothing extra added in these tutorials except the basic things such as adhesive or gesso, or maybe some really easy to find elements. And then, of course, you can create composition out of your own elements, but the color combinations and the effect combinations come only from our boxes. So just to remind you again, Steam and Frost curated collection. You almost missed it. So that's the ephemera pack, 112 pieces, combination of the frames, tickets, and vintage photos, numbers, and steampunk vintage people. And then 2 boxes of goodies. So one box has 2 pastes and mica powders that give you so many color options. And the second box has 3 waxes. The paper is called Steam and Frost, and it is Prima decoupage fiber. So Natalie can give you all the numbers in case if you look for them. This is the good time to grab them because they are really selling out quickly. And I know most of the warehouse is empty. They place the reorder. So now they are in the shops and distributors' hands. So grab them when you can. Let's look at the paper just to show you again. This is, let's call it winter steampunk, but you can do so much more than that. Just to show you the colors again, it can be wintry, and that was the whole idea, to make it more of the winter inspired colors, but you can go also other way, and that's why my project was more focusing on the vintage aspect instead of just winter aspect. Bardzo się cieszę, że się pomaga, że się podoba, przepraszam. Will the products be available in mixed media place? Yes, they will be. They are on the way. Andrew is going to put them in the shop tonight or tomorrow. Once they are in, I will of course let you know. Okay. Any questions for that collection before we'll move to the time travelers? The handsome gentleman in white is rather handsome. I totally agree. So here we go. We've got collection number 2. The same idea. How to become a brand ambassador? Well, we have this spot dedicated to people who are mixed media teachers and online personalities having a strong presence on social media. So making a lot of videos, making education or teaching in person. So if you are this kind of person who's got a lot of experience, you can always email admin@finnabairartstudio.com or ilovefinnabair@gmail.com, and then we can consider, but it is something that has to be well documented. We also have design team calls, usually one per year or one in 2 years. This is also a way to get that. It's a complicated process, yes. But it's in general, brand ambassador is a person who's got online or in-person presence and being strongly representing the the brand, but also having a lot of teaching skills, because that is the most important thing. Some store in Vienna, I don't know. Austria, I don't know. So the concept is the same. The Time Travelers collection is based on the same idea. We've got combination of the 116 ephemera, and again, it's a combination of the steampunk people and some tickets and clocks, something that all the people who love vintage, they will absolutely love. And that is some combination of different sizes as well. There are a little bit bigger ones comparing to the first set, and then there will be medium sizes and the mini sizes. So it's again a very big pack of the matte finish ephemera going beautifully with the Time Traveler decoupage fiber. So let's have a look. Yeah, there's information how to apply it. There's, but we are interested in this part. And this set, Time Traveler, is a little bit more on the traditional steampunk grungy side. So again, you can see the colors are darker with a lot of rusty colors. So the first paper is here. You can see it's a combination of the blueprints and handwritten notes, tickets, and some beautiful rusty mixed media backgrounds. This one can be also used for the winter project, although it's more all year rounder, I would say. This is something that you can use basically for anything. Here is a smaller background. You can see it has a lot of really nice clock faces, and then the part of the, let's say it's steam engine. It may be part of a train, but it doesn't have to be. Then again, some kind of beautiful ephemera elements. And then we have a collection of vintage people. You can see the same group of people in your ephemera pack. And this ephemera pack, I will show you some of the elements here as well. They have brown and dark gray colors, so they will work really well. We have a group, as you can see, you know this gentleman already. He was heavily included in the previous set, but here we have him in a little bit different setup. Then we've got some kids playing with steampunk toys. There are some more of the inventors, or more like antiquaries in the type of Indiana Jones. And then we've got the smiling girl, and probably somebody who is some kind of inventor. So people who will work really nicely. It is one sheet per pack, yes, exactly the same as a previous collection. And let me show you some of the sizes of the ephemera people. This is the largest size. So this gentleman is the biggest, or this lady, you can see on the paper, they are larger. Or this lady here, so they are bigger pieces. You can use them for your journal pages, but also for the bigger mixed media projects, not just tags and cards. They will go for something a little bit larger. Then we've got collection of multiple tickets, different sizes again, fun things to add to the project, something that always is needed, right? If you are wondering about kids, there are some steampunk kids, which I think is lovely because we all want to get some variety of the characters in the story. So we've got kids as well. There are some people who clearly look like they could be also going well with the steam and frost because they're wearing heavy jackets, like this girl here, coming in multiple sizes. And then there's this gentleman again. We've got also some of the photos with the distressed effect on them. And then we've got smaller sizes people. So there is a lot. There is a lot. Let me show you some of the other ephemera as well. So there are clocks, there are labels, and some of the smaller people. What is the smallest size? Okay, that will be the smallest size of the person. So you can see, you can get them in different sizes. So they can be used for small projects and they can be used for bigger projects. There are still some imperfections in cutting, but some of them are perfect. I just guess, well, Sorry for that. It happens, unfortunately, with the fine cutting when you have without white edge cutting, it sometimes happens there are some pieces that the plotter didn't see. It happened to the poor deer from the first set. But this is one of my favorites, the boy with the parrot. And then we've got also this lady. So you can use them in multiple ways. Of course, they may be your inspiration for your collage, for your journal page, for your card. There's a lot of the characters you can play with. And of course, I've got some samples to show you. But before that, let's have a look at, well, maybe let's leave the paper. Let's have a look at the content of the box. It's so strange they would not send to Morocco. That's so sad. So again, we've got a set of 3 waxes. And again, their colors corresponding beautifully with the paper. So we've got aged brass, which is great all-rounder for any steampunk projects. Then we've got burgundy to go with the red tones of the paper. And then we've got emerald that will go with the green tones of the paper. So you've got color palette fully corresponding with the paper here in the waxes. And then in the box with the effect set, we've got the same story. We've got pastes and we've got mica. And this is, again, super versatile set. Because look, you get gold, that is jewel effect based golden dust, beautifully gritty, great for making any kind of stenciling or decorating your winter projects, especially Christmas in gold. And then we've got crushed ice effect paste, which is glittery transparent with the ice effect in it. So you can do so much. You can take your mica powders, this is golden hour, perfectly going with this paper, right? You can see, and add it into your transparent paste to get any of these colors, or you can even try to put them into gold to make the colors darker, and you get, again, the same kind of multiple options, and 3 video classes to support this collection. So the curated collection idea has product pre-packed for you in convenient boxes that you can give to someone as a Christmas gift, or invite this way to mixed media, or to just simply have a treat for yourself in the discounted price, because this box is cheaper than buying all of these products alone. And you know, it's always a great thing to get a bundle. The same for the waxes. When they come in a box, they are discounted, so they are something you can get as an extra treat for yourself or as a Christmas gift for someone. And then, of course, it goes with the paper you can buy separately, and with the ephemera pack, and that goes with the 3 video classes prepared by my brand ambassador Olga, my brand ambassador, my design team member Lanette, and by me. So let me show you what we've got in store for you. I don't have all of the classes here, but I have mine. I was thinking I made a collage. So my class is a box. Okay, you can use any box, wooden box you have, maybe also cardboard box because we color it fully. And inside I use the people from the paper to create a collage for the inner part. All of this box is painted with mica powders. And this is mica powder only. mica powder with a bit of the soft gel or a bit of the fluid medium. You can see the paste, the golden paste here I used with stenciling, and you can see the colors of the waxes I used on the top to add extra colors. Here, the same story. It was just a bit of adhesive, a bit of gesso for priming, and all of these colors come from the set I was showing you. So the colors come from the mica powders and from the waxes. All of that is videoed step by step, so you can learn how to make effects like that on your boxes based on the effect pastes set and based on the waxes set and based on the paper. And if you want, you can do it in your own way using your own embellishments, your own stenciling. It's just the idea how to put the things together. And there are 2 more video classes based on the same products, showing you all the techniques, all week by week, coming every Friday, starting this Friday. So the new molds go perfectly with that. I totally agree. Here, as you can see, I used part of the paper that has this steam engine on it. So this was one of the smaller backgrounds. You don't see all of it, but I really wanted to see the clock face. So you can see this is the part of the paper I used. And this color inspiration came from the beautiful colors in the decoupage fiber. Okay, so this is my first sample. This is the one I made for everybody to see. So even if you don't have these products at home, you can still have time to get that all sorted, or you can replace with something else that you have at home which is similar, and still get the a lot of learning experience from the videos anyway. Or you can contact your favorite shop and let them know you would like to get the full pack, you would like to get the whole bundle, the box, the other box, the paper, the ephemera, whatever. It's really up to you in this case how you want to behave, but I hope the bundle idea is something that will make your experience a little bit more fun, and it's going to be great for people who are also beginners, because all of these projects are beginner friendly. Okay, I have one more sample. In fact, I have 2 for this collection. This is like half of the sample. I was making that journal page when I was invited by my ambassadors to the Wheel of Doom live stream last week, and I used ephemera from Time Traveler pack as my inspiration. So the lady and the pocket watches and the tickets, they all come from that collection. So I made a page with the torture session with the Wheel of Doom. I had good time though, and this is the final result. So you can see the ephemera goes really well with the small journal pages. This is really a small journal. So that is something you can do using just the ephemera pack. But I want to show you one of my projects I just finished. Again, this is heavily inspired by the class Olga, my brand ambassador, was teaching with us in Ireland. So some kind of curiosity box style, but with the Time Traveler collection. I made a shadow box. And the shadow box is in fact the old wooden panel I never finished, but it's all based on the products from the boxes and metallic flake set vintage for the framing and a little bit of the copper on the frames here. So I'm just going to show you how it was all used. I used the ephemera to create windows where people sit and they wonder about the next steampunk inventions. So the inventions, maybe, something, some kind of machines or some kind of secret potions or whatever they do. All of that is based on the idea of the dimensional collection. You can see this is a box, and then inside of the box I put this explorer lady, so let's say Janet Jones, and we've got a bit of gears inside to make it more steampunky, going together with the frame. Then there is more of an inventor lady. On the other side, here's another scientist thinking maybe on some, I don't know, light bulbs, some kind of electricity. And then there is a little boy sitting here having fun with the gears. All of that is on the backdrop of the paper. So I saved the biggest piece from that decoupage fiber to be my backdrop inside of this frame. Okay. This is not a beginner's project. It requires a little bit more of the skill, but it's really fun to do and it's inspiring. It takes time to build it all together, but with the nice combination of the different kind of findings and different kind of ephemera, and then combining that with the embellishments and the paper, it's all coming together. And the colors here, they were all based on the waxes from that set. So I was going heavily on the aged brass and a bit of burgundy, and I used a bit of silver coming from the Steam and Frost set as well. So what is also important, these can be used interchangeably. A lot of these waxes, they will also go with the other set, especially emerald and aged brass. They will go beautifully with the Steam and Frost. And Steam and Frost colors, they will absolutely go with the colors here. So the silver, the sage, and the graphite, you can easily mix and match the colors of the waxes between the two collections. Yeah. Have you got any questions for the second set or the idea in general? And I would love to know who is excited and what is the most exciting part. Oh, Sarah, they will be waiting for you because everything is there and it's going to wait until you can come back. I love the paper and the waxes. Thank you very much. Yes, the projects are absolutely beautiful. I want it all. Karen, go, get it. I'm sure there are shops in the US that have it already. I'm not sure about the other countries. Mica powder and fluid medium is a must. Actually, I like a lot of all of it. My favorite is the papers. It's harder for me to just get started, and these take that blank canvas stress away. Yes. I saw how excited you were about the first release of the decoupage fiber, and I was thinking that let's make more because looks like it is really something that is a great jumpstart for people's creativity. So when you see the colors, it's easier to start. If you like the textures, if you like the colors, they are something you can focus on. So I started something as well. So when you ask your questions, and if you still have some time, I will show you what can happen if you mix the products together. I started with the Steam and Frost because I had a strip of paper left. So I will show you. So we've got these papers here, the pastes here. I'm just going to put them. Then we've got these products, so the waxes and the mica powders. You love the fabric paper. Thank you very much. I put the mat because my table needs a little bit of the protection, and I will show you what I started. I started a tag. Okay. I started a tag. I have got some elements here, and I wanted this Father Frost gentleman to be the part of that composition, right? So what you can see in the background, it's already dry, it's the snowflake paste. This one I was showing you before. And it's semi-transparent in some parts, as you can see. So you can go easily over the paper without killing the pattern completely. Do you think of making packs with 3 or more sheets of paper? Well, we are in discussion with Prima about making them 3 in the pack, but bigger. Let me know what you think about that idea. Yeah, this paste is super cool, but also it gives you a little bit of the absorbing effect. So once we apply the color, it's going to go a little into the paste as well. So now we've got that paste, we've got that gentleman here. Now we can add elements and build layers. So instead of flowers, I also have some kind of like crystal snowflakes. Right, we have some flowers as well. And we can create some quite fun and simple tag. We can combine with some kind of winter gift or just something that's going to be your home decoration. So let's add some elements here. Who is inspired? I would love to know, how do you like the idea of the product bundles? I know they're not new products, but I have this hope that you will get a lot of value in the box, but also the part that is your education. So that sounds rather exciting. That's good. I'm cheating because I don't want to wait for the hot glue, for the heavy body gel to dry. So forgive me. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. And let's hope it's going to stay in this position until end of the live stream. Usually plastic and metal, they don't like hot glue at all, but we want that to be fun and successful project, right? I want you to see what you can do with that. So I'm just building that quickly, showing you how you can include elements, and then we will put color on the top. Well, it eliminates the problem, exactly. If you have the box, you kind of have everything, and then in the video you have instruction how you can use it together. So it is a plus for people who are not so great with picking the right products. They're not so familiar with mixed media techniques, and they would like to maybe start. Let's add a little bit of the leaf going this way as well, so we have something to play with. He's going to be somewhere here, standing with his special machine. Then we can put a label on the bottom with the right text. Let's pretend this is gel medium. You know, I usually, well, I never really use it in real life, but for the sake of making that faster, I have to speed up, right? So we are building your layers. You can add a bit of gears as well to make it more fun. So I use the layers of the paper. I used the snowflake paste. They are all elements from Steam and Frost collection. Now we are adding some little details to make this this combination of the products more steampunk inspired. We're going to add primer on the top. And then we're going to add color coming from the products we have in that set as well. So get ready. Where's his head going? I just wonder. Maybe let's give him this fun looking halo. Nice. Be careful with the hot glue. Never really do projects like that with the hot glue unless you have to, like me. Very quickly for you now. Perfect for beginners. Yes, I agree with Natalie. We were thinking that will help the beginners to get more adventurous with some of the products. And by the way, if you were watching the Mixed Media Mondays, you should be more adventurous with your mica powders already. Makes sense, right? Do we want any more of the plants in here? Well, no, I don't think so. Let's put it on the side. We're not about making super complicated things. It's more about looking at the techniques, right? I don't like that part because you can see the broken piece in here. So I will put a leaf in that part of the composition. Nobody will know there was something else. So now we need a primer to make sure all of these things will change the color easily. You can start even with a portion of the white gesso. It's going to be so easy to use it. You can use clear gesso as well. And don't forget, when you have these ephemera pieces, you can wax them a little bit on the edges using traditional technique of distressing, presented to the world by one and only Tim Holtz. So that is like the beginning of the crafting for a lot of us. So everything looks great. I have this frame here as well. So just in case if I will be able to fit it in. I think I spilled some paint on my ephemera. Well, it's going to be partly green. So yeah, I have that, putting that on the side. Let's put some gesso on the top. Many people exchange tags with friends, so they're little projects you keep as a keepsake. But also many people use them as instead of Christmas decoration, for example. They put them around the house. White gesso. So let's see what mica powders can do for us on the top of the project. But first we have to prime it so the mica powder will stick. I'm just adding, whoa, that's very, very wet brush. Many people also use the tags instead of cards. So they send them as a greeting card for Christmas or for birthday or any other celebration. As you can see, I'm trying to prime especially the dark parts so my mica powders can go a little bit deeper. We can add a little bit darker tones because we really have darker parts of the paper here. So I will dry it and we're going to look at the colors in the box. No, come on, it's the wrong side. The darkest color is purple, and surprisingly, it goes really beautiful with this paper. This is going to dry in the meantime, and in that time, I'm going to put some mica powder into my palette. Thank you. Come on, don't be shy. I don't have patience. I just open that. And yes, there's Black Friday sale at the Prima marketing website. The new products are not included though, I'm just saying. That would not be logical. The new release is excluded. So how to make this permanent? You should already know from the previous mixed media videos. If you didn't see it yet, go to Mixed Media Mondays on my YouTube channel. It's called First Steps in Mixed Media Livestream. You can either use fluid medium, just like this one, liquid color, but if you don't have it, you can even go and grab a bit of your adhesive, for example, soft gel, which is a great medium to use in this project as well. So where's my soft gel? Here it is, a small portion of this. You need to mix it with water though, so it's not going to be too much, right? Oh, because if you just add the gel, it's going to be very, very thick. And we want it to be a little bit more fluid so it can flow on the top of the project. So we make dark purple. So this soft gel is going to help your product stick. So we mix it together with mica powder. We mix it together with a bit of water, and then we can use it to color our project. I would say I need a little bit more of the mica. It's not fully saturated yet, so where's my... Don't hide. Thank you. I put too much water and that's my punishment. I have to do it again. Too heavy-handed. So I'm just going over my embellishments so they get the darker tones. And then I use my sprayer to make it flow on the background a little bit as well. So it's not just going to be there, it's just going to flow in the background as well. So we can do it in multiple steps. So this will be like the background color. And if you paint over the background, remember your paste will absorb a bit of that color as well, because the snowflake paste is absorbing. It's not resisting paste, it's absorbing paste. So you can add the color in a nice way and it's going to blend in beautifully. We want to go to the deeper part, so everything is going to come together nicely. Let's dry it and add one more layer in the case we need it. Just to show you, we use the purple color from the mica powder set. It is pearls and crystals set, and the mica powder is the dark, dark purple. If you feel you would like to add a little bit of the bluish tones, you can. But you can also go and add a little bit of the warmer colors and add it on the top as a little bit of sprinkle. Let's do it now. Yeah, the tea would give a lovely look. Yeah. In the meantime, when I'm drying, I'm going to prepare a little bit of that as well. Yeah, purple is very... Shush, you didn't see that, huh? I need a spoon. In fact, I need an assistant. Sorry. Okay, it's all good. Everybody's saved. I just wanted a tiny bit. And again, I'm adding a portion of the soft gel. A bit more because it's very dry. A bit of water. This time I'm very careful. A bit of water. I have too much, but what I can do? It's too late. I was very heavy-handed. But we can add a little bit of the warmer tone to that as well. Because not everything has to be blue with this paper. As you can see, some parts are really nicely vintage. No. I'm super messy person, and these scissors are not dirty at all. They are some worse ones in this house. You never told me I missed this. Oh no. I have to paint it now. So far so good. We've got quite nice dark background. Let's see how our gentleman will sit in that background. Quite nice. We need a little bit of brown. We don't have it in this set, but we've got tea. But also we've got some brown paint or other things you would like to add. But before that, we can look at the graphite paste, which is dark gray, and add a little bit of the darker tone in selected parts to create more of the dimension. Small portion of that. You can see graphite would also go beautifully with the shades of blue. So let's add it in some parts that are like really, we should create some shadows in there. It's not really to add that much of the color. It's more to create visual drama and add more dimension in certain parts. You can see why I don't like hot glue, because when I dry everything, it's moving. So don't use hot glue, use heavy body gel and your life will get easier. But we are rushing, so I wanted to show you the coloring idea. And we got a little bit of the darker tones. We can also go in here. Let's try this label a little bit more. So now we've got this gentleman here. We can add a little bit of extra effect using the frame. The frame is a little bit too big, so we would have to pull it to the side. In fact, I would prefer just half of the frame, to be honest. Let's see if that location will be perfect. Yeah, it's going to be quite nice, but I don't like it enough. Let's see this way. I think that will be the right, yes. Just need to make it smaller. I want this because it is corresponding with his outfit, his colors. So it's going to add more of the color. Perfect. Now that is waiting. This is waiting. We need to add some highlights on the top. And there are some ideas. First of all, we can use the silver wax and then add a touch of brown to pull it all together. Or we can take this wax and then grab the wax from the second set and add a touch of the aged brass as well. So options, just saying. Silver is going to be nice for the highlights, so I will try to use my finger and to create a bit of the visual finish, so we create depth in the project. The edges will be more visible. I only try to touch the tops. I don't go too deep. Yeah, I think vintage brown would be a great extra add-on to this set. So you can see how the silver makes the things pop. And makes it much more frosty. So there are two ways. I can get my brown from the paint, or if I don't want to get anything else, the other set also has the brown color in it. I used it a lot in my projects, including the one that is a video class. So you know the technique with the water and fluid medium or soft gel? We could do a little bit of the brown paint. And let's have a look. Do I have any of my favorite brown liquid acrylic in here? I do. The other option is to just grab one of the paints, in that case burnt sienna, and add a little bit of the brown touches, so we go with the color of the paper as well. So you can see we created permanent purple paint. We created waxes layer, and now we're adding a little bit of the brown tone here and there as well, because we want to color match the paper a little bit more. This part of the paper had a lot of brown tones in it. Unfortunately, there was no mica set that would have all of the colors in there. I picked the one that was working the best. So, but we have brown in the second set just to make you feel a little bit better. Yep, a tiny touch of vintage. Brown is always a good color. So here we go. Let's dry it so it will get permanent. I may need to add a little bit more somewhere on the top. Come on, let's dry, let's dry. Let's see how is, okay, that is really nice. But this is not the end yet. Let's make sure everything here will dry. Yeah. Just clean my hand because otherwise everything will turn silver now. And let's the elements cool down a little bit. I was thinking maybe we should sprinkle something on the top, but guess what? We've got snowflake paste that will be just perfect to give us extra touches. So let's focus on ephemera first. This is not this set. This is this set. Maybe let's get some nice ticket. And maybe some numbers. Like 25th for the 25th of December. Oops, sorry. Inking. I'm happy you like it. Bardzo się cieszę, że się tak podoba. Let's go and add that in the right place. The ticket. So we are almost done. All of that is coming together nicely. Let's use some dimension to stick it in the right position. I have some 3D foam squares. The ticket will go first. Now the gentleman and the frame. The frame has to go directly, I think. Let's put some adhesive on the back. Just find the right position for it. Yeah. Now the gentleman. It's going to go in here. Yeah, we need extra layers in that corner because there's quite a lot of the dimension happening. You can tell I'm not great at making the double-sided tape work, but I have my favorite things and some of them are just cardboard. To fill the empty spaces. Yeah, that's going to work much better. Heavy body gel. Numbers, so I can see you. What do you think about the fact that many projects, the background ends up being completely covered? As long as it starts your creativity and you take inspiration out of that, it's still a benefit. Because if that helps you get out of, you know, this creative, scary moment when you don't really know what to do, that means everything is fine. It's just the background. Oh, I forgot you are already halfway there. And we need some support for his back as well. I should probably support his staff, but the staff is very delicate job, so I have to be more careful than I usually am. I think he looks very nice. I should probably put some embellishment here to support the stuff, probably a pebble. And then we've got the numbers. We can put them somewhere as well. Maybe I can use this together with something to support it. Number. No. 25. Going up will be nicer. No, it looks 52. Oh my god. 25. Yeah, we'll need some pebbles to match the circles here. So everything comes together nicely. And now text, I can put some sentiment in here, but one more thing I wanted to do is to add some snowflake paste, but not as a stenciling now, just as an extra detail on the top. So just like I was showing you on the sticks on my project. Can you see the snowflake paste here? Sitting on the product, pretending this is just fresh snow. Yeah, this is what we are doing now. Going to put some of that in some selected parts to create the feeling it is more wintry, and we can always sprinkle some kind of glitter on the top of that as well. It's not about, you know, putting so much. It's about adding an accent. It will give you the feeling it's really frosty. Just be careful, make sure it's going to be wet, dry, because if it's wet, it can again catch a bit of color. For example, like this. Right, let's dry it a little bit. Add some last crystals, maybe. Numbers. No. Diamonds. Vintage pebbles. My vintage pebbles are almost gone. But Are you big enough to support the stuff? Not really. The pebbles, the pebbles, pebbles. So, based on the Steam and Frost collection, this is what we did so far. Okay, this is a solution here. I'm going to stick the pebble, and then I'm going to stick the stuff to the pebble a little bit. So it's not going to move and it's not going to get destroyed. And of course I need this little sentiment to go on the top of my label. But I can find some kind of nice text in a moment. Oh, come on, stick. Have you got any questions, guys? I will show you the finished one in 2 minutes. Of course, the gel, I'm using heavy body now, it has to dry, so it will turn completely transparent. No, too big, something smaller. But it's not long waiting time. It will happen quite soon. So you can just leave it and wait, and the gel will give you beautiful transparent effect. So your pebbles will be completely transparent. You have apparently very funny alternative chat in Spanish, but you know, be my guest. I can start in Polish. There are some Polish girls here. Enjoy, enjoy. Okay. So using the leftover of my paper, the only one I could use as for samples, because I had to show you the second one, I made the background of this tag. Now I quickly dry it, and I will, oops, add the last elements to it all. So we've got this nice combination of the snowflake paste, mica powders, with the just tiny bit of brown that came from other source, the silver wax on the top, and of course the ephemera from Steam and Frost collection. Now I need to find a sticker. Just by the way, these sentiments are great. They are from my older collection with Prima marketing. We need a good word. How about word kindness? Kindness goes very well with the vintage Christmas vibes, I guess. Kindness is the word that should really go with any kind of family celebrations. Let's stick it. It's a sticker, of course, but I like to have it even more dimensional. So more of the double-sided foam squares. I have to be more careful using them, but I'm honestly terrible at card making techniques. There's a reason I am into mixed media, not into card making. Let's pop this hole so we can put a piece of ribbon or string through it as well. Okay. And this is Steam and Frost collection tag. Perfect for the winter as your decoration or as a little gift you can exchange with someone. As you can see, leftovers of the paper, stencil and snowflake paste, mica powders, a little bit of the brown color to match the gentleman's outfit a little bit more. I will show you the details closer here. Pebbles. And here we go. Does the mechanical flowers will come back? Well, there is a certain number of these packages still at Prima warehouse. We found them. So it's possible to order them, I think. I'm not sure if they are in the Prima retail store, but the shops can order them. I'm so happy to hear. I hope you will like these people. We were really thinking about making them vintage, but a little bit, you know, fairy tale-like, a little bit like more steampunk vibe, so they can bring inspiration to many people, no matter what style they prefer. Is it just vintage, or is it something a little bit more like dark fairy tale? So yeah, I'm happy you like it. Try to follow our special release of the 6 videos, 6 video classes to see what you can do with the Time Travelers curated collection and Steam and Frost curated collection. They are really nicely coordinating products that are great, a gift idea, really great gift idea, but also great jumpstart for creativity if you are not sure how to coordinate colors. The videos and the packages of the products, they go with these papers in a really nice way. So this Friday, Nuneka's Steam and Frost Dreamer, the gentleman on the collage, is going to be our first one. Next week, I think we're going to go into the Time Traveler collection, so worry not. Try to explore these possibilities. These pastes are absolutely beautiful. They have so much of the texture and sparkle. As you can see, this paste will add amazing sparkly texture to your project. So it's great to work with stencil, but also it can be used the same way as I did on the top here. You can just add sparkly texture on the top of your embellishments, or you can just go crazy on your winter ornaments using either this from the Steam and Frost set or the second one, where we've got Time Travelers has the gold version of it, which is absolutely delicious, let me tell you. And the crushed iced one, which is perfect to mix with your mica powders and create your own unique set of colors. So I hope you got excited, because I'm quite excited about this release. It's the first time we do this kind of collection all together. I would love to know your feedback. How do you like our color choices? Well, my color choices, let's be honest. How do you like the design of the papers and the ephemera? What are your favorite parts? What would you like to see more in the future? Is the idea of the curated collection something you would like to see again? Let us know. Let us know, because this kind of feedback helps to create better products for you in the close future. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much, Natalie, for being here as well. Thank you to my patrons. Hearts, hearts, and more hearts for you. For all the support and being such great cheerleaders and keeping the products release secret, because my patrons know before anyone else. My parents, they are special people who can see the preview of the release before. They can see the projects done before. So they are great at keeping secrets secret. And I really appreciate that. So we can create together, we can explore this kind of possibilities. Thank you so much. Remember, don't use hot glue gun, use the heavy body gel, and there will be no elements melting when you dry. Thank you again for this donation. Thank you. You are so great. Hearts for you as well. And if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. If you're watching the replay, don't be afraid to leave, don't be shy to leave the comment, because we will be able to see and answer as well. If you are in the Facebook live stream, we will be able to go back to the comments as well, so you can go and check. That is all possible to do. Thank you. I hope I got you inspired. Like, come on. Purple and brown, snowy project, perfect for the winter. Bye guys, and thank you so much. Tell your favorite shops to buy the stuff for you before it's too late, because it goes quickly. Just saying.